Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add that wow effect to your handmade cards. As it is Monday, it's going to be personalized card as well. First, I'm going to use Folksy, Floral, Primrose frames cutting dice from Tonic Studios. If you haven't seen my Black Friday video, the link is at the top right corner. From this set, I'm going to use 3 cutting dice. The biggest one will be for my front and back panel, and the floral edge will be with the biggest die, and then the smaller one. With the biggest die, I'm going to use 300 GSM white multi-purpose card for the back and the front of a card, and with little card, in this case purple, I'm going to create that floral border. So my very first tip for you is look at your stash, whatever cutting dice you've got, create a shape card. Then I'm going to use design paper from Tattered Lace magazine issue 100, and I'm going to cut the front panel. Now, with these, this is so easy to create. This card was very quick. I think it took me about 28 minutes to create with both die cutting and putting all those elements together. So another tip for you, which is number 2, have a look at your stash. If you have beautiful cutting dice, use them for your quick makes. Another tip is to use a liquid glue to adhere all those elements together, because you do have time to maneuver all those elements, and every single time your card will be professionally finished. So if you don't know where to get very good quality liquid glue, like in this case I'm going to use magic glue. I left the link in the description down below. Now, I'm going to attach the front panel, and always have a look at your stash, because you probably have something to add a little bit more dimension to your project. In this case, I'm going to use double-sided foam adhesive. Trust me, it doesn't take that much time, but it really makes a difference, especially if you want your handmade cards to have that wow effect. To make your job so much easier, use your pokey tool to peel off the backing of the tape, and then use a few drops of liquid glue. And this is crucial, because with time, dry adhesive dries even more. But by applying few drops of liquid glue, you literally change everything, and those panels will be adhered forever. So yes, you can do that. Now I'm going to use 2 cutting die sets from Tonic Studio, Bethany and Bailey Bear die set, and I'm going to use that birthday wishes using gold mirror card, and I'm going to use exactly the same gold mirror card for the name of the recipient. So you can always personalize your projects using any alphabet, stamps or dice you've got in your stash. And this is my next tip for you. Have a look. You can experiment and mix and match all the fonts you've got, and this way your projects will be even better and more beautiful. And as you can see, I'm using my liquid glue to put it on my card. And if you have any excess of the glue, you can always use a hand to get rid of it. And this way, it will be professionally finished, and no one will ever see how you actually put the letters and the sentiments, especially when they are very intricate. With the name, I usually start with the middle letter first, because this way I can actually see how much space I need on the left and on the right side. So yes, you can use that trick in your makes as well. And when this is ready, I thought I like it, so it is time to put our front and back panels together. I'm going to use my scoring board from Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to create a top flap. And this is my next tip for you. Yes, you can create shaped cards using your scoring board. Just create the top flap. And if you have any excess on the left or on the right side with any die you've got, you can use your scissors to trim it, and then it will be professionally finished. And again, I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to put those elements together. If you haven't seen my 3 cards using 1 design papers, purple ones, from last week, the link is at the top right corner. Now, I had a look at my stash, and I decided to use some 3D foam flowers I created last year. Another tip for you: if you want to add some embellishments, use at least 2 different colors, because in real life, all the flowers are slightly different. You can never ever get exactly the same one, and by using two colors or maybe two different shaped flowers, you really make a difference. So it is time to put them together. If you want to know how I created those leaves, I use Marta Dębicka's Drop of Sunshine #3 collection, and I printed them out. And if you're interested in any of the products I use in today's video, check the description down below, because I left the links, and some of the links are affiliate links, which means at no extra cost for you, I will get a small commission. Another tip for you: if you want your flowers and leaves to look professionally finished, just fold them a little bit. That will give them a little bit more dimension, and they will look even more like real flowers and leaves. So this is another tip, and I really hope you will do that in your next project. To make it so much easier and quicker to put together, I'm using my hot glue gun. If you don't have it, you can always use your liquid glue as well. However, it will dry for about half an hour. If you have time, yes, you can leave your project, and then all the flowers and leaves will be adhered forever. So now, as we have that beautiful card, it has lots of dimension. So I wouldn't put it in a flat envelope, because all the flowers and leaves would be squashed. So what we have to do is to measure our project and see how much dimension do we get from the flowers. And we are going to create a box. The bigger the flowers and petals, the deeper the box will be. I'm going to use my scoring board, and I created 2 panels, 7 by 9 inches, and I'm going to start with the box base, and I'm going to measure 1 inch from each side. So I'm creating a scoring lines, and then we are going to create a box base, which will be beautiful, and actually the colors will match with the project we created. Another tip for you: whenever you create notches, make sure the middle part is left untouched, and this way your boxes will look professionally finished as well. When the notches are ready, then we can start folding and burnishing all those edges. If you want, you can also use some small pegs to put the sides together. If you have time, yes, you can do it. However, my liquid glue is pretty strong and quick, so I didn't need to use it. Now it is time to burnish all of them, and yes, you can use either pegs or just your fingers. However, you have to make sure that everything is lined properly. I wonder, have you ever created a box for your project? If you have, did you use a scoring board or different tool? Please let me know in the comments down below. When this is ready, then you can check if your beautiful project fits inside. And this is always the best way before you create a box lid. Yes, so now I'm going to see if my card fits. So this is another tip for you, and if it does, we are ready to create the box lid. And in this case, I'm going to use the same measurement, which is 7 by 9 inches, and again I'm going to score 1 inch from each side, but this time it is box lid. If you have that scoring board from Crafter's Companion, it is perfect to create boxes. When this is ready, again I'm going to create notches, and I'm going to leave the middle part untouched. But to make your box professionally finished, when you do all the notches, you can use something from your stash, which is a circle punch, and that will really make a difference whenever you create boxes, because it'll be so much easier to open it. If you have ever created a box, you know sometimes it is tricky to open it. However, when you use that circle punch, that makes a massive difference. So this is my next tip for you whenever you create 3D projects. As you can see here, my circle punch is pretty big, but it does the work. So yes, you can have a smaller one or bigger one, or if you don't have a circle punch, maybe you have some circle cutting dies, so you can use that as well for your box. Now it is time to put the sides together of the box, and again I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue. If you want, you can also use some double-sided tape. However, I encourage you to use red lined tape, which is super strong. The regular double-sided tape is not that very strong and it's not going to hold the box for many years. So in my case, liquid glue is always the way to go. And when this is ready, then you can check if the box goes together well. Let's have a look. So, what do you think about this color palette for personalized birthday card? Do you like it? Now you can see the finished card, and please tell me in the comments which tip did you like the most. And I really hope all the cards this year you create will have that wow effect. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!